Hi everyone, and thanks for watching. We're on Saturday. We're down on plot 1 at the minute. I'll show you what we've done on plot 2. But I'm still a little bit stuffy off me cold, although I do feel a little bit better. And we've got a couple of jobs to do down here this morning. I'll show you what we've done so far. So we're on plot 1, and we're going to start taking our potatoes out. Now these are the ones that Sophie did for us in May when I was poorly. Her and Eric came down and put a load of Pentland javelin tatties in the bed outside. So we're going to pull them up today and see what we get from that. I haven't even got any proper tools. I'm just going to scrape the top off first and then give them a pull up. Oh, I can see a couple already. Good. So we've cleared the bed. Got a canny little tub full of tatties. We've got one left. And the seed potato is still quite firm. And it's got a few roots, I don't know if you can see that there. With little tatties on. There's a couple of them like that. So we're going to repot it. Just in the corner of that same bed. And see how we go. We're on plot 1, and the first thing I noticed is we're probably going to have an empty bed shortly. I'll show you that in a minute. And then the second thing I've noticed is my courgettes are all rotten and knackered like they did at home. I was so proud of this one, because there is some big ones around there, right? Even though that's like gone stupidly skinny on the end. But these 3, why is this happening? Like, it's outside, gets watered plenty. This one's lush. And then that one's like, it's a funny shape. Where it's like, these are the 3. Oh, I'm absolutely raging. Look at the size of this monster as well. Look at that. That's lush. But this was snapped, if you can remember. I don't know what happened to it. And there doesn't seem to be any more coming through. So I'm going to chop it off and then see. There was a couple coming through, but they've gone all funky and died off. But I'm going to pick this one off. Oh, lovely. Also, there's a couple of these pongo beans. I think I'm sure they're black pongo beans, but they're green. So I don't know if they're supposed to go black. Can I pick them? Because there's only a couple there, and a couple at the back. I might leave them another week, see how they do. They're getting eaten, like. There's a one on the end there that's been eaten on the tip. I'll leave them. I'll have a Google and see what they're like. So I've just been talking to our vice chairman and our chairman about courgettes, and little Trevor, bless him, who did he does loads of stuff indoors and outdoors. He said overwatering straight away. He hadn't even seen them, and he said overwatering. So I'm guessing, I'm going to think that that's what the problem is. I've took the other one off there because I can use it. It's about that size, but it's not that bad. I might actually cut that one in half and use that as well. But Eric's just said, like, last year we had an absolute massive abundance of them. We had loads, and I was making courgette and cheese loaf all the time and giving it away to clients. Didn't go down wrong, like, they loved it. I just couldn't make it quick enough. But then I've just been looking at the courgette again after I came in from talking to them to tell Eric what they'd said, and I found this. Look at that on the sweet corn. Where's the ladybirds at, man? It's like absolutely shocking. Underneath as well, and that's like down there. You see? All that. And there's these, like, that little hard looking one there. Well, you don't know if it's hard. That one, right? It's quite hard. So I tried scraping them off, and they were on my fingers. So I then scraped them off my fingers, and that one there, that's got like a hard shell. But look at them just having babies. All over, and then all the way up there. Absolutely riddled. They're only on this one. They've started going on that one, on that side, but there's not as many. But this is ridiculous. Didn't have none of this last year. So this beetroot was given to us off a plot neighbour. So I don't know what variety it is. But I'm going to pull some of it up now, because I don't want it going too woody, because obviously I don't know the variety. So, and I can get it pickled as well. See, they're just nice little bulbs. I'll do a jar. And then I've obviously got my beetroot on that side. That is the Moulin Rouge stuff. This is canny. I'm going to leave some of them in for another week or so. But the ones that are more or less the same size, oh, I've picked out two there, about that size, they'll do a jar this afternoon. There's some radish as well to get. I've had a few of these. Oh, look at them. Yeah, I'm glad I left these. Perfect little circles. There's still a couple of tiny ones I'll leave in. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's part of this mustard stuff. I don't even know what you do with that mustard stuff. I thought it was a radish, that, but I'm guessing it's one of these. But is it? Because it looks a bit different on the bottom. I'll just pick that one out because it's just a bit little. But that doesn't look like that. Or does it? I don't know. Should I just pick it out and put it in there? You wouldn't even know. Because it's killing me chives. It just smells like leaves. Don't know what mustard stuff's supposed to smell like. I'll just put it in there. See, you didn't even say. Didn't even say that. Didn't happen. So far then, for the harvest today, we've got our tatties. That's not all the ones we've harvested, don't worry. They're in that tub. Some beetroot. Probably do a couple of jars there. A cucumber. 2 courgettes. Some cherry plum tomatoes from plot 1. And the radish that I've just pulled out as well. So that's a nice little harvest. I am going to leave the beans till next week, and I think we'll have some broccoli on go next week. Oh, I might have a cauliflower today. So this one, it's looking a bit funky, right? Let's have a look. And it has been eaten a little bit. I might just pull it, because the leaves are not getting very big. They're not as big as everything else in here. But it's the only one with a head on that it looks as if it's just been damaged too much, so I might actually pull that. So these are the tatties that we got from plot 1. Tiny. Absolutely pathetic. Look, What's my saying at the minute? Micro veg. Yeah. Look at them on. There's some decent, nice ones in there, to be fair, like. But, yeah. I'll just put them in a Hessian sack at home and leave them and just use them in after a few days. Champion. So checking the peppers in the greenhouse, and it's been eaten from one side to the other. And then this one, there, got a hole in. So Eric's going to open them up and see if there's anything actually inside them. But then the actual plants in here, that long one is amazing. That's gone all soft and squidgy. There's one there that's perfect, nothing touched or eaten. The other two off the one that I've just showed you, these two are absolutely amazing as well. They look lovely. And I think there's a one, oh there. There's a one with two gorgeous peppers on. But we'll come down tomorrow and they'll probably got holes in and get eaten. See, there's holes all over the leaves. But when you look and inspect, I can't find anything. Can't find a thing. This hasn't actually got any fruit growing on it at the minute that I can see. That one there, that's got a nice long one on the bottom and a one coming through. That's got nothing on yet, that one. Where's that other one I saw? Oh, this one. That's got some 1, 2, 3 there that are coming in. But what's eating them? There's no snail or slug trails like on the leaves where you would usually see a trail. What's that? Eric's saying there's nothing inside them. So whatever's eating them is just putting a hole in them and then just buggering off. Oh man. So here's a fun fact for you about the Japanese. Mizano mustard. The ancient Japanese have been cultivating that for like absolutely forever. And it was successfully grown in space in 2019. So if it can grow in space, then I can grow it in here. And it looks okay. So I'm going to take some off now for some salad. So I'm a bit disheartened about everything getting eaten. Again, as you would be. But you can only try, can't you? It doesn't matter, like, yes, you put a lot of time and effort and money into growing your own stuff for it then just to be like eaten and destroyed and taken away. But then you learn from that and you trial things, pop things in the greenhouse, pop them outside next year, see if that makes a difference, that type of thing. You can use natural sprays, natural repellents. I know a few people told us why we got the netting on the greenhouse, and this is why, because I don't want bugs coming in to kill everything and eat everything. But then when you net stuff up, people are then saying predators can't come in to get them and pollinators and stuff. Well, yeah, that's fair enough, but I'd rather keep the pollinators away and the pests. But then it's like, what do you do, right from wrong? Because the sweet corn's just been absolutely riddled in black fly. So we're going to leave one half of the door open in the greenhouse. Because when I was talking to Trevor, he says, I've just got my doors open. He says, you need to leave them open to let stuff in and out. So we're just going to do that. See how we get on. We'll come down tomorrow and it'll all be gone. The plant pot will have been taken because there's beasts and pests around here. Like, I don't know what. I'm just looking though, and there is actually some more new fruit coming through on the peppers. So I'm pleased about that. I need to go back. Where was it? I can't see it now. I can't see it. Oh yes, there it is. Yeah, so there's still some nice peppers ready to come through on that. There's some more coming through on where the big long one is. It's gone soft and soggy, but I'm going to leave it to see how it does. But yeah, I think we're going to pop to a greenhouse. No, we're not. We're going to pop to a garden centre. Stop laughing at us. I'm still full of cold. And see if we can get some plug plants bought. See what else is kicking about. So yeah, come on, we'll see you there. So we're back. We're on Sunday, 4th of August, I think. Don't know. I'm lost off. I've already done one job today, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do in place of that. Firstly, I've actually been in the greenhouse and checking the peppers. Now, I saw some of the peppers had like tiny little holes in, and there was like a light silk on them. But like what you would say when you see slugs walking across stuff. And it made us wonder, is it maybe a caterpillar? Because I've seen caterpillar trails on peppers at home, and I found a few there. So I've brought them out here. I brought just these 3 out. This was the worst affected, and this was the one that I had to take a pepper off from yesterday, but it's actually got 3 new peppers grown through, as well as these 2 on the bottom. Now all these, and I don't know if you can see that on there, have got that little line of silk everywhere, and there's holes in the leaves and everything. So what I did was I brought them out here, and I tried to trace back where it had come from and where it had been, but I'm gently looking under every single leaf. Yes, I've been here a while, to see if I could find a caterpillar. However, I looked under this pepper here, and in there was this little fella, right, just curled up, having a nap after he's had a night out on the town, more or less. And so I've took him off, and I'll give him somewhere for the birds to eat or something. So I've had a look, and I'm glad I found it, because I think that has been the problem. So it pays well to check all your peppers for little holes and silks and stuff to see what it is, and I think that little dude is the one that's caused the problem. I'm not going to pull everything out of there, because it took us ages to pull them all out and put them all back last week, but I am going to check the peppers. I'm actually going to put 2 or 3 of these outside. I've got room in the cauliflower bed, I've got room in the pea bed that has got the other Romanesco and stuff in the kohlrabi, and I've also taken the cucumber out that was dying off, and I'm going to put one in there as well, so it might be 4, might have 4 spaces. I've got another 2 peppers up here in this little flimsy, and I had a quick check of them yesterday, and these look as if they're starting to get like really nice flowers and everything on. I know it was supposed to be like the seasons are kind of like 6 weeks behind. That's just typical English weather. But these are doing well in this little flimsy outside. I'm going to check the other one, because I'm sure there was fruit coming through on one of them. Oh, see, these flowers have really come out since yesterday. Yes, there is. So there's peppers on here. But again, I'm going to check all the leaves, because this has been eaten a little bit, and see if I can find any culprits. But yeah, there's a couple of green fly honey in it, but they wouldn't do this kind of damage. So I might even put one in here, because there is space in there. So yeah, job with the peppers today. So I'm just going to take these bamboo out, because it's all stuck to this as well at the top, because this was where the cucumber was. So I'm going to put one of the peppers in here. There's me again, not organised, I haven't got any tools. Hold on. Right, I'm back, and I brought some bloodfish and bone as well, some of that in. I haven't got my little spoon thing for that. I don't know where that's gone. Right, which one should we put in? This one, I think. This has got a nice little pepper on. There's not much more going on, so hopefully putting it in here give it a little bit more of an encouragement. Roots are nice on it, like. Again, we'll leave the pipe in as well, just to give it a bottom feed when it needs watering. And I'll put this in to help it. Why won't that move down? Oh, there, hold on. Thanks. Look, Spider, I don't need your help. Go back up. Right? No, he's gone the other way. The wind's blowing him this way. It's going to get us. Oh. There we go. We'll see how that does outside. So I've just pulled the tube out of the pepper pot, and look what I found in there. No wonder you can't find them, because he's hiding in there in the night time. Oh. So I'm just putting these 2 peppers in one of the tatey buckets, because I think they'll be okay in that one. Yeah, there's plenty of space in there for them, I think. One's a bell pepper and one is a long sweet. So one of the long red ones. And then I'm going to put this big tub in the cauliflower bed on the end, I think. Oh, it's making us a bit nervous now to put these blooming pipes in. It's where the slugs are hiding on a night time, aren't they? So I've sorted all the peppers out. I did take them out and check them individually. Took a couple of bugs off and stuff. I've tidied them up a little bit as well. But they're all okay. Some are fruit and some are not. Looks like there's that little one in there. And then this is the biggest one. This has got a couple of fruit coming through. And then the ones outside. So that one there, I've put some bamboo in that just to keep it supported, because I'm going to leave it outside. And I've put a bit of twine round the main stems where the fruit is. There's quite a lot of fruit on here coming through. So I'm hoping it's going to be okay. We did have peppers in this pea bed last year and they did absolutely fab. So I'm hoping they're going to be alright again this year. There's some fruit up the top as well. So there's those 2 in that one, and then that little one in the cucumber bed. So we'll see how we get on with those. So after having a bit of think yesterday and chatting away to a friend, oh, hold on a second. So I said yesterday we were going to go to the garden centre. We didn't end up going to the garden centre because the van broke. Water pipe burst, so the van was off the road. Eric was able to fix it, that's fine. But I had to get a friend to take us to go and get the part, blah, blah. So we're going to the garden centre today. I was having a chat with him yesterday because he knows his stuff about growing onions and everything. And he was laughing because obviously we've lost a lot. And he said, like, you never net onions, you put them in, give them a water for the first 3 or 4 days, and then you just let them crack on. So we're going to have some space in the brassica beds soon. So when we go to the garden centres, we're going to see what's dotting about. And when onions are available and what have you, I'm just going to put them in. I said, Eric, I think I'm overreacting to different people's advice and problems that we've had. And I think it's just, we need a panic. Don't panic. I'm just going to put onions in and just let them crack on. Looking at it from last year, that's what we did, and we got some really nice onions, but I can remember there was bugs on them, little maggots and stuff, and I didn't know what they were. I wasn't as knowledgeable as I am now, even though I still don't know what I'm talking about. And we washed them and I stored them at home in the garage hanging up, they dried out and that. And I used them and they were lovely. So we're just going to do that and not panic. Keep smiling. But yeah, that's the plan. And I think with everything else, I'm overreacting when things go wrong, and I don't think we need to. We're still learning at the end of the day, but I'm mentally noting stuff this year, definitely ready for next. And obviously I've got some really good friends who do know what they're doing and have maybe got a little bit more experience than us that I can go to and ask. So I think that's the plan. And the moral of the story is, don't panic, just chuck it in and see what happens. So in this bed, this was where the carrots and bits of salad and that were. There's some black kale in these 2 bottles. I'm leaving the bottles on them because this area doesn't get a lot of sun. So these will just help them, like a little mini greenhouse sort of thing. And they do protect them from the slugs as well. I've just sown a row of carrots, flyaway F1s I think. But here I've got the little Paris market carrots. I'm going to put some more of those in. Some spring onions. Now these are off Jimmy from plot 41B. I'm going to put some of these in. And some radish as well, some more radish, because it did really well up there, but they do good in this bed as well. So use up the spaces. Use up the spaces in here, because I pulled the spring onions out that were in here last time, and they were lovely. Really, really good spring onions. So I'll just put some radish in this corner. I don't know where my dib has gone. Too late. Just drop a couple in per wall in here. Yeah, and I'll put some in the top bit as well. So that's it. We're going to go to the garden centre now and see what we can buy. So don't forget, give us a like, comment down below, even if it's just a thumbs up. Share our videos and give us a subscribe if you're first time watching, because we really appreciate everyone's support. But we've had a really good, productive weekend, I think. Plot 1's looking a bit sorry for itself, but we've got the tomatoes up there, and one of the courgettes that's doing better than this one and the one's home. But yeah, my cold's starting to go. I do feel a lot better, so thanks for everyone's get well wishes last week. And just everyone be safe, take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.